Hello, and welcome to the Follow the Moon Challenge. My name is Allison. I will be your host on this journey with the moon. Every day, there will be a video uploaded to YouTube that will help you connect to the moon energy and the zodiac sign that the moon is currently in for the day. This will help you get familiar with that energy and to see how you kind of react to it, respond to it, or connect to it. Follow along in the Just a Phase Moon Planner and be sure that you're tracking your mood and your mood tracker for the month. Or just a regular journal will do. Every video will list the moonrise time in Eastern Standard Time, and it will also list the meridian time, which is when the moon should be directly overhead in the sky, so that you can make a point to try to go outside and see if you can spot the moon and connect to its energy. I'm so excited to go down this moon rabbit hole with you. Thanks for following along on this journey. Be sure to like the video every day. Make sure that you're subscribed with the notification bell so that you get notified every time we upload our new videos. Thanks for hanging out with me in Wonderland today. I hope you enjoy today's video. Welcome to day 27 of the Follow the Moon Challenge. We are continuing with a waning crescent Capricorn moon, and it will rise at 4:47 a.m. in the morning. It will be directly overhead at 9:31 a.m. and it will set on the western horizon at 2:19 p.m. The moon will be in Capricorn all day today, and then it will start to transition later this evening at 10:28 p.m. and will officially be back in Aquarius where we started this challenge at 12:40 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now that we have gone through all of the zodiac signs in this moon cycle and in an entire year, you're going to start to notice, once you continue to follow the moon, that a waxing Capricorn moon, for example, is going to feel totally different than a waning Capricorn moon. So you will notice in the Just a Phase Moon Planner that there is, in addition to the information, the general information about the Capricorn zodiac sign, you will also find the different phases of the moon and descriptions and ideas for how to work with that particular Capricorn moon phase. All of the zodiac signs have this information for you so that throughout the year, if you are encountering a waning crescent Capricorn moon, you can flip to those pages and see what that energy might entail versus a waxing or a full moon. This is also a good time to be taking notes as you're going through the moon phases every month to note how you relate to that particular energy. I feel like this is really significant and key to learning about astrology and relating to it, because how I feel about Capricorn energy is going to be totally different to how you feel about Capricorn energy, because your birth chart and my birth chart are totally different. So a Leo sun like me is going to relate to Capricorn in a totally different way than, say, like a Taurus sun would. When the moon is in Capricorn, no matter what phase the moon is in, it's always a good time to check in with your reflection and intentions pages to revisit your goals and restructure them, or just to check in and see how you might be doing. Early this morning, right after midnight, when the moon moves back into Aquarius, this gives us a time to reflect back on the entire moon cycle. The sun has already moved out of Aquarius and into Pisces, so this is really our last goodbye to Aquarius season. To refresh your memory about the Aquarius energy, Aquarius is an air sign. It's ruled by Uranus, the planet of liberation and freedom, and Aquarius season and this Aquarius moon cycle has taught us to approach our goals from an out-of-the-box way of thinking. With the Aquarius new moon, we called in change. We used the air element to blow things our way, to try to do things differently, approach our goals differently, approach life differently, and learned about how we can compare the seasons of the year to the moon phases, and how really in an entire moon cycle we are going through the entire zodiac of the year. So in a way, we're also going through the seasons of the year. And when we look at it that way, we are technically saying goodbye to Aquarius season as we are approaching the dark moon. So we had this entire moon cycle to really think about things differently, to look at things differently. And now we're saying goodbye to that energy. And with the new moon in Pisces, we're going to be welcoming in the water element and the dreamy subconscious and trying to bring that energy to the surface and add it to the goals that we have already set for this year. And this isn't goodbye forever. We will have another chance to tap into Aquarius energy every month while the moon is in Aquarius. But also we're going to highlight this Aquarius energy during the full moon in Leo season this summer. So we're just saying goodbye for now. The winds are changing and we're just blowing our way towards spring. So Aquarius is another sign that might struggle with self-care a little bit. And this is the air energy of just kind of being like so much in your head. And then they also have this affinity to, like Cancer, to take care of other people before they take care of themselves, because their focus is the collective, which we talked about at the Aquarius new moon, is really kind of looking at your goals in a way to serve the highest good. And this kind of makes Aquarius forget about self-care sometimes. And they also have a very erratic cycle or rhythm. This is partly because of the Uranus aspect, the need for change, the need for evolution, the need for things to be different. So sometimes like doing the same thing every day doesn't work for them. They need to change it up every now and then. So this is one reason why Aquarius people, or people that have Aquarius prominent in their chart, will really do well with the moon cycle and following the moon, because their cycle is very erratic. Like when you have these high highs, you just need to grasp on to those high highs and productivity times, because there's also very low lows and crashes. So it's better for an Aquarius to, when you're feeling creative, to harness onto that creativity and create something, versus like forcing yourself to go to sleep because it's midnight. If you have this like crazy creativity high at midnight and you need to get up in the morning, it's better to use that creativity, because when it's gone, it's gone. And this also makes it more important to rest when you need to rest, because when you don't want to be feeling burnt out when you have this desire to create, because this is the time of resting. Now, I know this is something that a lot of people struggle with and might even be a reason for stopping following the moon, because they're like, I gotta work, like I can't rest right now. But this is about managing your time and your schedule ahead of time so that you can rest during these restful times and to be productive during your productive times. And what I mean by that is that like you're always going to have a day at work where you can BS a little and take it a little easier and move your deadlines to your more productive times. And I know that's not easily done all the time. If you're not able to avoid having a deadline on a new moon, then come up with creative ways, new ways, Aquarius ways of doing things where you can reserve your energy for work. When you need to hustle at work on a new moon, then hustle at work on a new moon, but allow yourself to actually take an entire hour of lunch break where you are sitting and eating your meal without working, or make it so that you can hustle at work, but then you're able to get off early, or you already have a meal prepped in the freezer so that you don't have to, so that you can reserve the 30 minutes to an hour that you would be having to cook a meal and use that time to really rest and relax at the end of your day. Allow for these slow times and allow for rest during those slow times. Not gonna happen overnight, and don't give up if it didn't work out this moon cycle. I mean, a lot of times, especially with me and helping people to follow the moon, I a lot of times find myself being my most busy around the new moon, trying to get videos out, trying to plan things and get things ready so that everybody else can have things available to them on the new moon, like meditations or pick a card readings or whatever it is that I have planned for the new moon. A lot of times I am really booked for massages, but this just makes me happy because it means that some of my clients' natural rhythm is synced with the new moon and they don't even realize it. But I learn my lesson and then I try again the next moon cycle to plan things in advance and make sure that I at least have one day around the new moon where I'm able to rest and digest. Aquarius people are also going to take self care to a different level. They might not be interested in the usual self care things. So be imaginative, innovative, and imagine unique ways to take care of yourself because Aquarius is going to have a unique perspective on self care. Specifically, anything that makes them feel comfortable, that allows them to express their uniqueness and to be different and to not feel out of place or weird. So, self care to an Aquarius might just be being at home by themselves and dressing up with no place to go because they get to just be themselves and wear what they want to wear, look how they want to look, and not have anybody's judgment projected at them. As we say goodbye to the Aquarius moon cycle or any moon cycle, we try to hold on to that part of ourselves. With Aquarius, we want to hold on to the uniqueness that we have discovered about ourselves throughout this moon cycle, and we want to carry that with us throughout the entire year. Thank you so much for following the moon with me today. We will see you tomorrow for the last day, day 28 of the Follow the Moon Challenge.